Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your girl, Becky.
Hi, welcome to Bariatric Beautiful Barbie. And tonight we are celebrating an author that's come on the show, and I'm so happy to have her tonight. But let me give you a little bit about myself because I want to start to show off for those that have not watched the show. My name is Rebecca McDonald, and my name is Bariatric Barbie. Call me Miss Barbie if you like. The show is based on weight, those that want to lose weight, those that have lost weight before, or those that are thinking about having weight loss surgery, plastic surgery, under those things. My show is based on not being ashamed of being heavy, thin, big, large. But if you want to lose weight, let's talk about it. So my motto is do not be ashamed. I had weight loss surgery in 2012. I had the lap band. And I was not too pleased with that, so in 2013 I had the sleeve, which was very successful. I am now down 130 pounds. Not saying this surgery is for everyone, but it was for me. And I know a lot of women out there struggle with weight and sometimes are ashamed of admitting having weight loss surgery, or it's a tool, and sometimes you're ashamed of asking for help. So this show is based on that, and if you're that person and you feel the need to want to call in and talk about it, let's talk about it. Maybe you're the next Barbie. So on my show, we greet all our Barbies like this, and we say welcome. And maybe you'll learn something tonight and take something home with you. So without any further ado, I have the wonderful lady. She's an author, she's a mother, she's a wife, she's everything wrapped up in one. Her new book that just came out in April of 2017. No further ado, let me introduce my guest for tonight, Shawneya Ellis.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
In your hands, I greet all my guests like this.
Yes,
welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being our Barbie of the night.
You're welcome. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you, thank you. So let's just jump right in. That's my cue to tell you that. Tell me a little bit about yourself. So, I'm
Shawneya Ellis, as you said. I'm an author, a mother, minister, a vision counselor. I also help people strategize to launch out to create their own businesses, and also even if they want to start their own books. So I do a wide range of things.
Okay, well let's break them all down.
Okay.
All right, so you said you're a wife.
Yes.
How long you been married?
5 years.
That's wonderful.
We just celebrated an anniversary Friday.
Really? My last guest just had an anniversary as well. So you've been 5 years married to your king, Mr. Ellis. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
How many children, if you don't mind?
5.
You have 5 children.
I do. I started early.
That's all right. That's all right. 5 beautiful children.
Yes.
And you're setting such a wonderful example for them.
Thank you.
I mean, it's amazing. 3 books? Who does that?
I try.
Amazing.
This guy.
Amazing. I'm working
on
on my cookbook. It should be done in the fall.
Okay.
In the fall, and it's for bariatrics, for those that want to eat right and learn how to eat, because sometimes when you have weight loss surgery, you see a cookie girl, you go in, you might have not just 1, but 3 or 4.
Yes, that's awesome. I need that for myself. I have had the surgery.
We're going to talk about it a little bit. No, you don't need it, but we're going to talk a little bit. Okay, so inspirational speaking. Tell me a little bit about that.
So inspirational speaking is basically for workshops and conferences. It's
Okay.
just helping people who feel like they have barriers to get to the next level, or even feeling like they need that extra step to get launched out to do what they need to do. So I go to workshops or conferences and just help motivate them and push them to the next level. That's my passion. I love to do that.
That's your passion. Now I have to ask you this. How old are you?
36.
That's amazing. 3 books, 5 kids, a husband, and all this. We haven't even touched the dust of what you are.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
This ain't
Thank
dust,
you.
honey. This is mud. This is the good stuff that you put on your face. I'm really excited about you being here tonight.
Thank
and how
you.
much you're going to impress and inspire the young women. Okay, so let's talk about also the playwriting.
Okay.
I'm thrilled to hear about this because you might have to write my story.
Oh,
You
okay.
might have to do a play about me.
Yes, you let me
Bariatric
know.
Barbii.
I'm excited. I would love to do that.
Bariatric Barbii, a theater coming to you. How's that sound?
Yes, that sounds really good.
Okay, tell me
so
about
I'm
it.
actually done my scripts for an upcoming play that'll be coming out in 2018.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that, so people can stay tuned for that. And it's geared towards my memoir. So the first book I wrote was Memoirs of an Overcomer. So it kind of parallels my story.
Okay. All right. So, okay, I don't want to talk about the books until we come back from break. Let's hear a little bit more about the inspiration speaking. Where do you go?
So mainly,
Are they going to come to you? Or with the workshops now with young girls? Do you go and minister to the high schools, or how does that work?
not yet, but it's funny you say that because the door is opening for that really soon.
Well, you know, I've been known to prophesize a little bit sometimes.
Just a little bit, but it depends. So I have conferences and summits of my own. And then there are certain things that I do as far as one-on-ones with different people to help them. Like I said, strategize the next level and what they want to do. And it comes from an inspirational perspective.
Okay. Now, do you also help them with their books?
Yes.
You're thinking about you help people with writing their books? Now, how's that going?
It's going good. It's going good. It's
Dealing with other people after becoming an author and seeing what they have made mistakes with doing and fixing it. How does that work?
It's exciting, and I love it because sometimes people have misconceptions about what it is to be an author.
Yes.
And they feel like it's an astronomical cost, or they go to different people and they tell them one thing, and they could just do it so much simpler. And then it's actually,
cost.
yes. And then moving from putting it on paper for it to actually be published.
Yeah.
So I get excited about that because they get fulfilled from that.
And then sometimes people get discouraged because they feel like it's pricey. Oh, well, I'm just not going to be able to afford that. Well, I'll do that later.
Yes.
Instead of just setting forth and going with it.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
What else do you have up and coming?
So I have the conference call that's coming up
Okay. That's August the 10th.
August the 10th.
Okay. Tell me about the conference call.
That's for Moguls in the Making.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that because it's going to give people who want to launch out, it's going to give them strategies, it's going to give them tools, it's going to give them good content to get to where they need to be. And it may be some people who say, I have 1,000 things, but I don't know where to start. So this is going to help them.
Now, how many people are on the conference call?
So it's going to be 6 total. It's
Here,
5.
I got a picture of this. Let me just stop you right here. This is the picture of it right here of her.
This is actually Mogul Mind, the consulting for vision strategy.
Okay.
But it all ties in.
It all ties in together. Okay.
It
All right.
does.
We'll get back to the next part we were just talking about. So finish telling me. What was you just saying?
So it's going to be more on the strategy and the content side. It's going to be people online talking about online branding, how image relates to branding, the full measure of a mogul, executing your vision and your dreams. Somebody that is on the line is also in the record business, so they're going to tell them how to move from the church into the industry. So it's a lot of different perspectives because It's a diverse crowd.
This is going to be amazing.
It's going to be good.
Conference call.
That's going to be good.
That's going to be wonderful.
Thank
now,
you.
I want to hear a little bit about your ministry.
Okay.
Tell me what's that about?
So Shawneya Ellis Ministries is something that I started in 2014.
Okay.
It was around the time that I launched out and wrote my first book about my life. And I talked about, I wanted to do this for years, help people that has been through some of the same things that I went through, to help them break through those things, to still pursue their dreams. And just get past the everyday life, because sometimes after you've been through so much pain and so many different circumstances, some people feel like they have to stay stuck in that. So that was my motivation for Shawneya Ellis Ministries, and just helping other people. That's what it boils down to.
Okay. I want to take a few minutes just to talk about the journey. I thought about doing this. Let's talk about the journey.
Okay.
Give me some of where you've come, the middle, and where we are right now.
Sure.
Before we go into talking about these books, I want to hear about the journey.
Sure. So it was a rough start,
Okay.
but like you said, it brought me to where I am now.
Okay.
So I went through different things as far as broken relationships, childhood sexual abuse, just being homeless, just a whole bunch of different things that makes me want to hustle more, grind more for my children.
That's right.
Yeah. So all of it just basically is who I am today. It helps me to just go forward.
I mean, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
To God be the glory.
I mean, God is the glory. We give him all the praise and worship right now in the name of Jesus. I thank him for allowing us to be here. But for you to sit here and be able to give your testimony, people don't talk about child molestation.
Yeah.
They don't talk about being homeless. They don't talk about broken hearts.
Yeah.
You know, Mary J can do it, but when you sitting with someone real right up front and you can feel it off, I'm getting chills on my arms.
Oh, thank you.
To feel, you know, how God is ministering in you to minister to other people about what you've been through. Somebody's hearing this tonight that really needed to hear what's going on.
Right.
And believe it or not, you might say, oh, no. Some young girls watching this right now, or some older lady that said, I never was able to tell anybody what I've been through. So the story is very important.
Yes.
So I thank you for talking about it.
You're
You know, being homeless, I know that it had to be hard. How old were you, if you don't mind?
I was in my early 20s.
And you were homeless.
Yeah.
And you made it through.
Yes. I remember going to shelters. I remember riding around in my car like, I am not going to ask another person to stay at their house. I'm just going to ride around.
Right.
I'll be in my car. And then I had to think about, you have children. Like, you can't. So something in you just kicks in and says, I'm not going to be in this situation again. No. So I just give God glory, because it's many people that's going through that now, and they feel like, well, I'm on the lower, they feel low. They feel like I can't provide for my child. They feel like I have to be stuck in this situation. I need to give them away because I'm not fit to be raising them. But through that, it's made me who I am, and it showed them no matter what, you have to keep striving.
It's a hustle. It's a struggle, and I'm going to make it no matter what. Now, how old were you when you had your first child? I was 14. How old were you?
I was 17.
And it's hard being an adolescent mother. People don't understand that.
It is.
I mean, it's very, very hard. Mentally and physically, you're trying to figure out, how am I going to do this?
It's true.
And you made it through.
Yes.
So now you're 36, married, 5 kids, 3 books.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not even going to give the audience or the show the big bang, because I'm very much impressed with your life and what you're doing. I'm very much impressed. I give credit where credit's due. A lot of people, they do things just to do it for credit. This is a real story. This is a real life journey. Yeah. And to hear it and see it and feel it is amazing. It's like, yes, somebody did something. And it's going to make a change in a lot of people's lives. We're going to go to break now. That's okay. It's all right for us to go to break. We're going to go to break.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your girl, Becky.
Hi everyone, welcome back with Bariatric Beautiful Barbie, your host Rebecca McDonald, and I have Shawneya Ellis with us. For those that are just tuning in, we're back on our break, and she has some wonderful models tonight, and I want to hear about her t-shirts. This is part of her company, along with her books. Give me a little info on these beautiful ladies. You can give their names as well if you like.
So I'm excited because this is the official launch of the Mogul line, and it is debuting on your show. So thank you. And we first have Tanya. She's wearing Mogul Up. So Mogul Up basically means, you know how people say boss up?
Yeah.
It's similar to that. You have to have a mogul mind. You have to have people surrounding you that have that mindset of a mogul. And that is going to be available in black, white, V-neck, and scoop. So everything that you see tonight, you can get that in those colors. Then we have Dana. She is modeling Mogul Mind, and that is basically, it speaks for itself. So you have to have a mind of a mogul. It's just not saying you're a mogul, but everything that's surrounded by your brand needs to exemplify the mogul mind and characteristics.
Very well.
And that's also available in white and black. Then we have Sheila and Pretty Mogul, and that is also available in black. And Pretty Mogul, it's not what you would think. I think I'm pretty. It's not a vain type of thing. It's the girly mogul. So I'm excited about Pretty Mogul because there'll be a whole line of products. So Pretty Mogul will be a household name soon. So
this is
Mogul
amazing.
Up, Mogul Mind, and Pretty Mogul.
Okay,
and then
what
I
sizes
have
do they
Kingdom
go?
Mogul.
Oh, you got Kingdom Mogul. Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. That's real nice.
You can see.
Is that available as well?
This is also available.
Okay. All right. Now, what sizes do you go up to?
We go up to 3X.
Now, Barbies, I hope you're out there listening to this because she goes up to 3X. So, you know, and I'm quite sure you can make a special order if need be if you call her.
Yes.
For the 4X and 5X ladies that are out there.
Yes.
This is a wonderful shirt. I'm hoping that I get one.
You sure will.
I would like to have one, or I will purchase one. Those in the audience and those out there, please give her a call and her information at the bottom of the screen to make an order. Email her along with calling for these wonderful shirts. Ladies, let's mogul, am I saying it right?
Yes.
Up. Let's pretty up.
Yes.
Let's look like we belong to something. This is a wonderful brand, and I am most definitely going to support it. So all my Barbies out there, please order a shirt. Thank you, models.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know how they're going to move. All right. So anyway, so back to me, and here we go. We're going to talk about now, this is something that's wonderfully going on, is the big thing that I am very, very excited about announcing, and your brand, and now you're pursuing the radio.
I am.
Who does that? I mean, everybody's laughing at me saying, are you really going to have a television show? And I'm like, yes, I'm going to step out on faith. This is where I belong.
Yeah.
And I believe it wholeheartedly.
Yes.
So tell me about you and this radio show. I want to know about it.
The radio show is really, it's a faith walk. It really is.
Everything is.
It is, because I know most of the things that I do, I can pretty much plan it from A to Z. But this radio show is something that I'm not so quick. I'm like, I feel butterflies about it. But I'm excited about it because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Okay.
I had the opportunity a couple years ago. I thought I had the opportunity to be a co-host on a radio show, but it didn't work out. But it wasn't the time.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it? So what happened? What's going on
now?
now?
I have my own.
Bam.
Yes.
There you go.
So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about interviewing wonderful people, showcasing artists, musical talent, poetry, whatever type of talent.
I don't want to stop you, but I have to put this in there. Sometimes God will stop us and we feel like somebody took something from us, but it's actually pushback for advancement.
Yes.
Because sometimes you got to fall back to go forward.
It's so true.
And that's what God has done for you.
It's true.
How many people you know have a radio station? Come on,
not
radio
too many,
show.
No.
How many people have it? So that's straight from God. You don't have to be a co-host. You don't have to be an assistant. It's your show.
Yes.
So that's a blessing.
It
and I
is.
wish you all the love
Thank you so
and
much.
blessings that God can give you,
Thank
how
you.
far it will go. Wendy Williams is, you're right behind her, you're right on her heels, you know. They said, Rebecca, you're right on, you next Oprah, wherever God takes me.
I believe it.
Wherever he takes me.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for you. So
Thank you.
You're going to do great things.
Thank you so much.
Another thing is, let's talk about the book.
Okay.
Now let me go back. Now you wrote your first book in 2014.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so what was that book about? I heard you say it in the first segment part, but give me a little briefing on it.
So Memoirs of an Overcomer was my biology.
Okay.
My biography.
That's right.
And it wasn't my biology. We know the biology.
Yeah, right.
But
it
anyway.
was your body. It was your mindset. You wrote it. It was your blood and your flesh that went into it.
Yes.
Yeah, blood
Thank
and sweat.
you.
That's how you do that.
Yes. So that was a hard book to write. It was basically talking about my life, talking about some of the things that I endured as a child, a young woman, even up until me getting married. So it just talks about my journey and my road to forgiveness and healing.
It's not easy.
It's not. It's
you
not.
know, a lot of people battle with forgiveness and understanding peace and comfort.
It's
But
true.
God says to forgive, to forgive and forget is it'll put a potato in your throat. But if you believe in God, you can do it.
It's a process.
It's a daily struggle. Pastor Wallace Sunday preached about, what did he preach about? Pardon me. Feeding your enemies. Not an easy task. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have any enemies. Sometimes you don't know,
This is true.
but you'll see them in your passing. Okay, so the second book.
true.
Tell me about this second book.
The second book, I was a co-author. It was called Dreaming the Dream. And that book basically pushed people, just giving them different tips on what you can do to pursue your dreams. It talks about faith, talks about love, and mine was about faith.
Okay.
So
You have a lot of faith.
yeah.
And I know that it was wonderful. We have some pictures of you on the screen, signing your book and everything. Just wonderful. Wonderful
Thank
to
you.
see a young black woman as myself so ambitious about getting the word out to others and helping people. You know, you don't
Yes.
find that nowadays. Everybody's for themselves.
Yeah.
No, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that.
That's true.
Okay, so this new book that just dropped in April of 2017. This is the one. I want to hear about this. Tell me a little bit about this.
Yes, so this is the newest book, Mogul in the Making.
Okay.
It's an anthology with 6 co-authors,
Okay.
one of them being myself.
Okay.
It talks, like I said, everything that is going to be covered in the call is basically in the book, but it's deeper strategies. So you'll get the image of the mogul, how to promote your business online, everything about executing your vision and dreams. So after this book is no excuse. It even has tips and active hands-on things that you can do. So we give you strategy, not just strategy, but content and tools. Okay. So I'm so excited about it. And it's faith-based, so it's testimonies about women who struggled, and then this is how I made it, and this is where I am today.
All right, I'm going to have to get a signed copy.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to get a signed copy.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me a little bit about the time. How long does it take to write a book like this? How long did it take you to write your first book?
So I started writing my first book, I want to say it was 3 years, but when I buckled down to say I'm going to get this done, it was 6 months. So I was writing my feelings down, I was journaling for about 3 years, and then when I finally said, you know what, I just need to go ahead and put this out, it was 6 months that it got done.
When you put your mind into it, it gets done.
This is true.
It gets done.
This is true.
Now this one right here, how long did that take to write? I'm asking you the time frame because I want the young ladies and men to understand that if you decide to write a book, that you have to just do it. You can't procrastinate. You put a time limit on things and you meet your goal. So what you doing 3 books.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't plan
3
to.
years. That's been how long? And just
it's been over a 3-year span.
3 books in 3 years. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that? That's Terry
Thank
McMillan.
you. I didn't even think of it that way.
That is Terry McMillan.
But as far as the time frame, it was quicker because each chapter, everybody had their own chapter. Okay. It was basically compiling it and putting it together that took the time. But I tell everyone that's writing a book to start with the outline and then set goals every day to complete it.
Wow. Wow. This has just been amazing. Let me give you a little insight on me. I talked a little bit about the cookbook. I decided that I'm going to put scriptures in with my meals.
That's
because
nice.
I think it'll be good. Because those that are overweight, when they think about eating something, they'll look at the scripture and think, well, I don't know. It'll be uplifting to let them know that they're doing well with the plan that is given. Because overeaters sometimes lose faith. It's just like something bad can happen. Somebody could die. Something that they had a bad day at work, and instead of eating 2 chicken wings or 3, they ate a 12-piece.
Yes. Yes.
How do you do that?
Yeah,
you know,
it's easy.
It's easy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could. Yeah. I'm allergic to chicken, but don't ask how. But yeah, I'm allergic to chicken. I'm a fish girl. So, but let me ask you about your weight. You know, my show is based on bariatric surgery, weight loss. How do you maintain your weight?
I don't. I'm just going to be honest.
That's fine.
I feel like I was telling my husband the other day, like after age in marriage, I blame it on him. So after marriage, I feel like I gained more weight, but I feel like I'm not really, I just started back in the gym last week. So I'm excited because that was a step for me just to make it into the gym doors. And I'm trying to eat better. So like right now, this is the most weight that I've had on for a long time. And it's easy to hide it because I'm tall. So people feel like, oh, well, you're well proportioned. But yeah, I need to get at it.
Great.
I
to have 5
appreciate it.
children, be 36 and have a husband.
I
and work
appreciate
and write 3 books, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Our time is being cut down, but I want to thank you for coming on my show. I thank all my guests like this and all the Barbies out there. Take a look at this. This is God in the making. 3 books, 5 children, and a husband. What more could you ask for? And I know it's another book coming to play and the radio show.
Yes.
All in the making, and it's all happening in 2017. I want to thank you for being a part of my show.
Thank you.
I want to thank all my Barbies out there for tuning in. Everybody that's watching the show, men, women, children, anybody that thinks that they have something they want to be a part of my show, give me a call. My information is at the bottom of the screen. I want to send out my condolences to the Wilms family. I have to do this. Catherine Wilms passed away last week. She was one of my mentors, somebody I could find in when I wanted to start my television show. She told me, Becky, go ahead and do it. Wow. She said, you have it, you have the look, you have the way, you can do it. Along with my weight loss, she's always supported me. So to Belle, Cassandra, Big Sam, and Little Sam, my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much for allowing me and sharing your mother with us. Love you guys. Everyone have a blessed and wonderful night. Once again,
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your girl, Becky.